A Legend of Rubezahl. Once upon a time, a glazier was traveling across the mountains. The mountain pass was narrow, dusty and covered in small sharp stones. To the sides of the pass were prickly shrubs and boulders. In the sky above, the sun shone brightly, which made the glazier's load feel heavier. The glazier was a good man who worked hard. He was feeling very tired from carrying the heavy load of glass, so he began to look about for a place where he could rest. Rubezahl, a mountain sprite, had been watching the glazier for some time. As soon as he saw that the glazier was looking for a place to stop, he skipped ahead around a bend in the pass and changed himself into a little mound covered in soft grass that looked like a comfortable place to rest. When the glazier discovered the mound in his way, he smiled and, feeling well pleased, he put down the glass and sat himself down. "Ah, that's better," he said. But his joy was not to last. After just a few minutes, the mound vanished from under him so rapidly that the poor glazier fell to the ground with his glass. The fall smashed the glazier's glass into 1,000 pieces. The poor fellow arose from the ground and looked around him, but the mound of earth had disappeared. The glazier began to wail and groan bitterly. "Oh no! Oh no! My family will go hungry." He sighed with heartfelt sorrow over his bad luck and looked in dismay at the glass shards scattered around him. How was he going to earn any money? After a while, the glazier started once more on his journey. He walked slowly with his head down and a frown on his face. At this point Rubezahl, the mischievous mountain sprite, quickly disguised himself as a traveler. He walked up a side pass and greeted the glazier. "Hello, my good man." The glazier tried to smile, but his worry and disappointment was plain to see on his face. Rubezahl spoke to him. "Why do you look so sad on this sunny day? What has given you such great sorrow?" The glazier told him the whole affair, how that, being weary, he had seated himself upon a mound by the wayside. How it had suddenly disappeared from under him and broken to pieces his whole stock of glass, which was well worth at least $8. "I don't know how I am going to recover this loss," he wailed. The compassionate mountain sprite comforted him. He confessed who he was, and told him that he himself had played the trick. "Don't worry, and be happy, for I will help you get your money back," he told him. The astonished glazier agreed to do as Rubezahl said. As the glazier watched in amazement, Rubezahl transformed himself into a donkey. He told the glazier to take him down the pass to the mill, which lay at the foot of the mountain, and to sell him to the miller. Rubezahl made the glazier promise to be sure to leave with the money as quickly as possible. Feeling excited about the prospect of getting his money back, the glazier immediately climbed on the back of the donkey and rode him down the mountain to the mill. The miller was a cruel man who had cheated many poor people over the years. He worked his animals and servants too hard. He needed a new donkey. The glazier offered the donkey for sale to the miller at the fair price of $10. The miller offered 9, and the glazier, without further haggling, took the money and happily went on his way. When he was gone, the miller shouted for the stable boy, who immediately ran up to the mill. The miller said, "Hey, get this donkey some hay." The stable boy gently led the donkey down to the stable and into a stall. He filled a rack with hay and patted the donkey's back. "There you go, old chap. Better eat quickly because you'll be set to work soon." Still in the form of the donkey, Rubezahl exclaimed, "I don't eat hay. I eat nothing but roasted and boiled turnips, nothing but the best." The boy's hair stood on end. He flew to his master and related to him this wondrous tale. The miller and the boy rushed back to the stable. There they found nothing. The donkey, like the $9, had vanished. The miller was so shocked that he forgot to shout at the boy and scratched his head in puzzlement. Back on the mountain, Rubezahl laughed to himself. The mean miller had been punished. The glazier, with $9 in his pocket, was happy again, and Rubezahl had enjoyed himself by playing tricks. Adapted and abridged from a German folktale. I hope you enjoy this fairy tale. If that's the case, then please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to Rubezahl Academy.